Pathfinder. Got a minute? I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Care for some tea, Ryder?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
I don't want to seem harsh, but there's really no take-backsies with this one.
I know I can't do anything about it, which is why I wish my brain would behave itself. The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either.
Thank you, Ryder.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Old orbit is steady.
things look horrifying. Dutch will love them.
A worker was lost in space. Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS. Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Good to see you.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Ah, Ryder. Your pilot said you were helping Major Salen Vaughn with an investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salen?
Only by reputation. One of STG's finest back in the day. I tried to help him with Adden, but sort of stalled.
What do you make of Salen's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It doesn't seem possible, but there's so much that doesn't fit otherwise. I reached out to ARC leadership, the ones who woke up first, but they keep putting me off. I had an idea, but it might not be completely legal.
Can we risk anything shady? We need any findings to be bulletproof.
I trust you not to get caught. One of those ARC officers, Rand Lon, has an apartment here. If he's busy, he won't be around. And a quick scan wouldn't hurt anything. Just see what's there.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
Sure glad I went to school for this.
You're listening to
Memo
HNS.
for our friends at the bar. The hops are coming along splendidly.
Locked.
Have similar hopes for your...
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Hager mentioned. Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned. There may be additional clues, Pathfinder. Scanner is prepped, Pathfinder.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lawn.
Yes, you're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
My fault. I'm visiting a friend and, oh, these doors all look alike.
You're quite obviously not here by accident. Now please, explain why you broke in or I'll have to report this to the militia.
I'm working with Major Salen Varn. He has the paperwork.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
There's obviously been some misunderstanding. Goodbye.
Please don't touch anything else on your way out.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
Yes.
The initiative has found the Solarian. Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS. Violent illness related. You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative. with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS. Nexus exiles find a home in this more security environment.
Welcome back. We're on course.
Want to drive?
No. I don't know how to control your vehicles.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
It appears empty.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged. That way.
They're scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
We've got company. Probably scavengers looking for junk.
The trail leads right to them.
Outlaws on the way.
Wait, is that Salen?
He's dehydrated, but alive.
Pass the metagel. Let's get him back on his feet. Salen, what happened to you?
Salen. Very familiar for our first real meeting.
He's confused.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait, He asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I feel like you and Dr. Adden are taking turns yanking my strings.
Then who was Adden's puppeteer? Everything comes back to our arc. Adden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Adden got rid of anything we had on him, and I'll bet Rand Lawn has disappeared.
Adden. Ah, he forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Adden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden, somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
I understand where you're coming from, Jar. I'm here because I had to change things.
Leaving your job isn't the same as joining a resistance.
Of course not. But I know what it's like to want to change things.
No. It's not the same at all.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Think that's it.
Loss of vehicles to the Ket?
Worse, loss of ground. What is it now, Liam? I'm not a cultural test bed.
Who else do I ask? I'm making contacts with Angara, but you're right here.
The answer, 90% of the time, is the same as you. We're not mystical others.
Shit, who pissed in your cereal?
Your doctor. I had a voluntary physical. Outlaw salvage ahead. Keep your guard up.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Isabel's mentioned in this.
Updating your interface with the nav point.
We almost have her.
Any favorite holiday traditions? Rituals?
My family was pretty secular. No ritual. It was just about being together.
Odd. Sounds like our most important ones.
Scout, that junk ahead will attract scavengers. Got targets!
How old are you, Joel?
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crashed ship we're looking for. Ket killing other Ket?
I have never seen this before.
got them all, I think.
What's this?
It appears to be a Ket data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
Anything you can do to bypass the lock?
This is beyond my current capabilities. We have never encountered a Ket device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
Bet you Thubi will have some answers.
All systems green.
It's almost unbelievable that some of the Ket would be fighting their own. The Ket always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
There's so much we still don't know about how their society functions.
The stuff you've brought in is helping shed some light on those questions. Speaking of which, this device you found at that destroyed Ket ship, it's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
So you're saying I have to track down some Ket?
But that would be impossible, Ryder. Remember those Ket genetic samples you scanned on Vold? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
It just locked onto a transmission.
Does it compromise our security?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way. Spurns tradition, defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's gunning for the Archon. I'd say that's something we can exploit.
You don't mean try to make some kind of deal?
Don't know yet. What else is in the transmission?
It's the same stuff. It repeats. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Ket dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all. Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter. She's gonna try and get you to do it.
That is what she's here to do. The woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I interrupting something?
Ah, Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder, pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
What the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I have nothing to do with it. It's all him.
I call bullshit on that. It's definitely your influence. Something.
Maybe all these years you thought you knew me, you were sadly mistaken.
You wish. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
Hello, Ryder.
Pathfinder? Darket Tervian. I understand I was pulled from cryo ahead of schedule. My family is grateful, but I consider it my debt.
Everyone gets out eventually.
That may be, but the least I can do is show you the benefit. I'm exo-studies now, but in a former life, let's say I knew tactics. If I supplied the Ket on this planet, I drifted in, and there's only so many gravitational paths. Here's some navs to check for anomalies. Good hunting, Pathfinder.
Ket machinery, Ryder. We should be careful.
more outposts. And an Ark escape pod. Where'd they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Hostiles ahead! Cut it through!
This is the nav point Suvi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
They're being careful. Speaking out against the Archon will have consequences. The true location of the transmission will be hidden.
Where this beacon leads us.
Pathfinder, the Remnant have altered the landscape ahead.
I hope your colonists don't just work. These worlds need normal life.
One's gone. I'll take you apart. One's gone.
Looks like that's it for hostiles. Let's see what this beacon has for us.
The transmission is strong and unobstructed here, Pathfinder.
Looks like we found it then.
They're all dead.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. This noble gift now allows us to raise others, and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Meant to be broadcast to the Ket, most likely.
The Archon does not serve Kent's interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Kent.
Well, we found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
All that work, and this is all we get?
And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature, Pathfinder. I see it now. Your determination will grant the Ket dominion over this galaxy.
Not on my watch, asshole.
This posturing benefits no one. Our confrontation is inevitable, not imminent. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Still not seeing how I don't benefit from chaos within Ket ranks.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Yeah, exaltation.
One day you will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict, so you can destroy a mutual enemy.
It'll give us an ace in our back pocket. Just make sure the gun's loaded when we use it.
The Ket cannot be trusted. Ryder, think.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you. When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Or you could just leave me alone.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
Kit manipulation at its finest.
Fine. Anything that'll help me kill the Archon.
During our next clash, I shall lower my ship's defenses and allow you to use a kill code to disable it. I have transmitted the code to the console in this room. I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again. The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the Master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think. Understand. Our home is in peril.
Planets in Helios still look so alien.
They look stranger with humans on them.
This is the place. Ready?
So where's your mystery project?
Not far. Soil converter. No remnant terraformer, but it makes sandy dirt into something useful. Eventually. Add seeds, some rain, and you've got a garden.
That's right. You wanted a garden of your own.
It'll take years. I might not even see it. But that's okay. Asari think in centuries. Lay a foundation, then step away. Let it grow into something you might never expect. Pathfinder training was my foundation. Gave me a whole galaxy of directions I could go. I don't need someone else's plan. Just a good beginning. The first seeds of a garden. One I started with my friend.
What seeds do you have?
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way. Colors we don't even have names for. When they've prepared the ground, roses someday. Ready? 1, 2...
Parts for the Site 2 project, check.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
We had a legend that formations like this were from the weight of the sky, long before the Scourge.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear. Welcome back.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I'm picking up something. Now orbiting Kadara.
It'd be pretty if not for the burning water, and the exiles, and the smell.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
And she says no, I meant a guest at the party.
I think Vetra wanted to show me something close by, but she's not here. I can't do this without Vetra. She'd kill me. Heads up. Those exiles won't be on our side.
Here we are.
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you.
A race? Up this cliff?
Less talk, more climb. Let's go, Pathfinder. And no jump jets. No one likes a cheat.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
You can try.
Pride goeth before a fall!
Having fun?
Told you I'd show you.
Oh, I am well and truly shown. Wow. It's all going to be like this, huh?
No. Better.
For 14 months, I wondered if I'd made a mistake coming here and dragging my sister with me. I don't wonder anymore. Boarding the Tempest that day was the best decision I ever made.
It's been a wild ride, huh?
Wouldn't exchange it for any other. Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that while knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
You started it, you're buying.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
Retreatism describes the abandonment or rejection of societal...
What's happening here?
Who are you? Is this your datapad? Are you one of them?
Who are you afraid of? Who is them?
Whoever's behind all this. Everyone's acting crazy, spouting all that nonsense. I can't remember how it started. I'm not even sure how I got here.
What do you mean?
Nobody's in their right mind. And there are these people, others. They showed up and they left this data pad. Ugh. Ugh.
You feeling all right?
Terrible migraines. They strike without warning. I think it's them. I heard one of them say, "We left the data pad behind." Ugh. I'm fine now. I'm sorry to trouble you. It was nothing. Be seeing you.
Destruction of a given population. Deeper extrapolation on the matter is ongoing.
I'm detecting unusual neural activity in this person. An outside signal is interfering with their brain pattern.
What can we do for them?
Nothing immediate, though if you scan others, I may be able to locate the source of the signal.
Military casualties fall within a threshold deemed tolerable for overall victory.
Extrapolation.
What the hell are you doing to those people out there?
It's an experiment.
Physically, no harm has come to them. They're fine.
You're doing all this on purpose? Are you insane?
We've been called worse back home.
We used to work for an organization called Cerberus.
Until our boss decided he'd rather spend money on truly crazy ideas like bringing back people from the dead.
Project Lazarus. Pure voodoo.
But in Andromeda, we're our own masters. And what you saw out there, it's the birth of something amazing. A biological network.
A host of minds all linked together. Connected. We're harnessing the power of consciousness to create a new kind of supercomputer.
Enough of this. Sam?
I've located the control for the signal. It will shut the experiment down.
We can't stop you, but those people depend on the signal. Their minds need it to function. Leave them be.
How do we shut this experiment down, Sam?
I can tune the signal against the scientists as punishment, freeing the people. The victims will likely suffer complications as a result. Or I can alter the nature of the signal to ease the victim's predicament, unlock the system from further changes.
Or I could just walk away and do nothing. Turn the signal against these bastards. Make it hurt.
What did you do? What's happening? The river Styx runs through this level of hell, and in it are punished the wrathful and the gloomy. The former are forever lashing out.
At each other piecemeal with their teeth. The latter are gurgling in the black mud, slothful and sullen, withdrawn from the world.
The river Styx runs through this level.
What was that?
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Gathered sufficient samples for Dr. Camden to continue his work. Forwarding the results.
Good. Now he can keep up with his gardening.
Botany.
Same thing.
Ryder.
Now orbiting Gadara.
Keep expecting outlaws to jump out at us. Your dad taught you to shoot, you said.
The basics. The fancy stuff I got from a Batarian merc who took pity on me. She really was something. Old as the stars, had seen everything. Wish Sid could have met her.
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Ket collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short?
Oh, it's true. Old spies really do live forever.
This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest. I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Save it, Aden. You betrayed your people. You'll never see daylight again.
My people agreed to this. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Ket, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Ket and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
You pretended to be Ket allies so you could study them, then stab them in the back.
Listen, there is an empire of Ket beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learned could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Ket Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets. Which we can't confirm, and you could have pulled out of your cloaca. We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
Dangling outside an airlock, maybe.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others. I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? I owe you big for this rider. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on the Nexus.
All systems...
Now orbiting Kadara.
Approaching the nav point provided by Avitus.
That's the Turian Ark. It's seen better days.
Incoming call.
Pathfinder, I think we're on the right track.
No kidding. Is it safe to board?
Only one way to find out. I'll meet you inside. Limited power. Life support's busted. Surprised there's any gravity at all.
This can't be easy to see.
I'm not really a feelings type of guy, Ryder.
Even so...
Let's just find Mason. HO47C. It was supposed to be the Turian homeworld in Helios.
Like Habitat 7.
Whoever was piloting the Ark wanted to get here. No matter the cost.
They wanted to find home.
It's not really a home if no one's left to live there. Come on. Speculating won't get us anywhere.
We're lucky this part of the Ark survived.
Looks can be deceiving, Pathfinder. The hull is barely holding together.
Thanks, Sam. Always a ray of sunshine.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Locked. Needs power to open.
Something's gotta still be online in this wreck.
Hey, this door's still got power.
I wouldn't open that, Pathfinder. It leads to space. Perhaps you could divert the power to a different door. Power has been diverted, Pathfinder.
This one's still got juice.
Looks pretty busted. Think your Sam can get us in?
Only one way to find out.
I found a log from Dea Praeton, the Ark's captain. The video is corrupt, but I can recover the audio.
Play it.
Something's tearing the Tannis apart. Half the cryo chamber is gone, trying to get anyone awake to the escape pods. Spirits, there's no time. Find Mason.
Maybe she found him. Made it to the escape pods.
He wouldn't leave the Ark without me. Natanus didn't get here on its own. We need to know what happened next.
The rest of the data on this console is corrupt. Perhaps if we find another. Or the Ark's SAM node.
Alright, let's keep looking. Well, we're not going that way. Ugh, this one also needs power.
Maybe we can use the same trick as last time? Divert power from something else?
The door should now be operational, Pathfinder.
Avitus, over here!
There's still life in this one.
Sam, how are we doing?
Mason, bring it back.
Sam, help me out.
Like the previous log, the video data is corrupt.
What about audio?
Repairing now. 1 moment, please.
We need to remain objective.
Yeah, I've never been objective when it comes to Mason.
Try, for his sake.
Playing audio now.
Sam, how far to Abby's pod?
300 meters.
An easy stroll then. Damn it! Maybe not so easy.
Where's the rest of it?
That is all I could recover.
Damn it.
We know he survived the initial impact.
Oh, he didn't sound good.
Don't give up on him yet.
That door leads to the SAM node. We've got to get in there.
Surprise! It's locked.
The SAM node should now be accessible.
Sam, where's the Pathfinder? Where's Mason?
Avi. Commence. Stars.
Avi, isn't that what Mason called you?
He's the only one who calls me that.
My counterpart is suffering from severe trauma. If I partition the damage, it may be able to speak with us.
Be careful. I don't want to lose this Sam because we rushed for answers.
Avitus Riggs. Welcome home.
Sam, Mason sent coordinates to this location. I need to find him.
You are mistaken. I send the coordinates.
What do you mean, you sent the coordinates?
The Pathfinder ordered me to help Avitus find a home for the Turians. I located our destination, HO47C, then sought out Avitus.
Why would Mason do that?
It was his last request.
This thing's still busted. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
We should have access to Mason's logs. Maybe there's something in there.
Abby, whatever we hit, a piece of it shredded my suit. Stings like hell, but spirits, it's beautiful. I need you to go on for the both of us. Don't let that temper get the better of you. Sam, commence transfer.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Even the stars look brighter.
He died before the transfer was complete. That must be the source of Sam's trauma.
Why bring me here? What was the point?
To complete the transfer, the Turians need a Pathfinder.
I can't.
Avitus, I've seen you protect settlers. You found the Turian Ark. You've already been playing the part of Pathfinder, just without the title.
A title that belongs to Mason.
Which he wanted you to have. Rejecting it won't bring him back.
What if I let him down?
You could only do that by walking away.
Ah, damn it, you're right.
Shall I begin transfer?
It'll be safer on the Nexus. Suvi, call Tan. We need a shuttle to pick up the SAM node. Tell him we found the Turian Pathfinder. Hello?
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work in the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
Efra should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's she doing here?
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. She risked her life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I want to be allies. Equal allies.
You don't even treat your own equally. Isn't that why the Krogan left?
How did you?
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors? Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now?
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Be sure you do. You're a handful, even sober.
It's true. By design. Makes people less likely to try to handle me. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered the vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
I'll let you get back to it.
We got word from Eladin.
Good news?
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
I'll leave you to it.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Hervarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
If it helps you piece your history together, that's all I need.
It does help. You have no idea how much. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad on our laws regarding war.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
My people on Kadar are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
I can't change your mind if that's how you really feel.
It is.
So I should tell Rorik you aren't coming back.
No, don't. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It's your choice, but think about it.
Ryder. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout.
Let's go over this again, everyone.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
Efra's letting me record a few of these training sessions. Just a few.
Anything I buy will be used to fight Ket.
You fight our enemy, but you're not one of us. Remember that.
The Moshai said we should speak. You remember the Ket's arrival?
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
The Ket lured your people into a false friendship.
It worked. A month later, our council disappeared. Our city was thrown into chaos. When the Ket came again, it was to conquer us at our weakest. They're cunning. They know what you desire and they offer it. Be careful.
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Imagine seeing a Krogan for the first time?
Maybe if I smile more, show my teeth.
Something tells me that won't help.
Good to be back here. Ready to hit those scans?
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
The ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
Next, Ambassador Riala appears to be settling nicely into her office.
Arbiter Renner have told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Pathfinder.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss.
I'm not selling to aliens. I neither want nor need your business. Go away.
Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me. Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should end up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
Are you getting me in trouble? What was this about?
We're not in trouble exactly, but I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Baran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right, of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. Street food and shooting the shit with you feels normal. About time something did.
We may have to stick to ourselves for a while, if that's what both sides seem to want.
It isn't. Saw it all the time during crisis deployments. Us versus them turns into food versus no food. We have to figure this shit out, or both sides will hurt.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
That's a weird thing to say. How'd he threaten you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the big gun he was carrying? He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name.
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters, see if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
using adaptive encryption, but from what I can tell, things are ugly.
That's quite the gift you sent. Insane AI. Real attention grabber.
My people have a saying about gifts. It's the thought that counts.
Nice to know you care. What do you need?
Get back to it.
Good.
Pathfinder,
I have nothing to
it
say
appears
to
the
you.
Angara have installed the AI you found on Vold.
Is there anything they can do to make you more comfortable?
Deactivate me. Erase my files.
Anything else?
Trigger a volcanic eruption. Bury the city in ash and fire.
Okay.
It's possible keeping this AI intact was not terribly useful.
Have you connected with any of the scientists on Aya? Moshai Sefa?
I met her.
She's smart.
She will be dead in a few years.
Is that a prediction or a promise?
A hope.
Well, good luck.
I hope you die.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
You lost someone you cared about. Was it because of the Vassal?
That's one way to see it. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
are tough. Still sweet.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
The Moshae said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message the spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
The enemy uses confusion to take advantage of the vulnerable.
Many shuttles obeyed that false order. Those people were never seen again.
The Moshae said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate. That's when the Ket struck. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
Welcome back. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Oh, we have to do something.
You're the ambassador. You'll think of something.
No one said this job would be easy. I appreciate all you've done, Pathfinder. I'll take it from here.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
lines have been tight, so we haven't been able to send out as much as we might. Let me check just in case. Haran would be happier sending one box than nothing. Hello, Pathfinder. How can I help?
That's all for now.
Stars and skies protect you.
You came back?
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo. The cat got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Ephra asked you to test me, see how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The cat had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
I appreciate it. I do want our people to get along. Help each other.
You proved it. This time at least. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but Keldo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Resources are scarce for us. If you'll take credits, I'll trade.
It's a start. My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Volt's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them the boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find. You work on the solar panels. Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it?
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Put a layer of security between yourself and danger.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do. We're still good. We're still good. No trouble, I see. Good. Welcome.
Ryder, Liam's looking for you.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. I just don't trust our autopilot alone for too long.
You have a...
Come on, I need a way out of this.
Not sure.
Something I should know about?
Hey, I was just... How you doing? I'm... Great, just, yeah, I told you I'd screw it up, and I have. Remember Varand? I contacted the Angara? She's gone. The whole group is gone. Sudden. So, yeah, up for a rescue? Because if we don't, we could be next.
Of course we are. Why wouldn't we go after them?
Yeah, because I gave Varand Nexus data and nav points.
Why would you do that?
We need to know how to live here. I tried asking. I tried taking. No one would help outsiders. So I took initiative. Gave her data and tech so she could mod it. Varand was... She is a good risk. But if pirates interrogate her or barter her to the Ket, it's our heads.
We'll take care of it before it's a problem.
It's already a problem. I got a lead from a trader. A grainy visual. We find that system, we find our bad guys. I also asked Bradley for people to help intercept. I thought they might want to pitch in.
How are a bunch of settlers supposed to help?
That's what he said. We're on our own. I'll forward the visual to the bridge for when you want to start hunting. And... sorry.